Bottles of burning hammer littered the pavement, shattered into tiny bits of glass. Even if the recycling guy was really careless with the boxes, it shouldn't have caused this much of a mess. Looks like someone came along and actually threw them all over the place. The heck with this thing? I toss away the miracle stone, which has clearly brought me only bad luck. We can't have a product demo without a product, which in turn means I won't be getting paid for this whole fiasco. Okay, we can do this. We can figure something out. Try to give myself a pep talk, but I hear the doubt in my own voice. Try to brainstorm anyway. Finding inspiration is like trying to squeeze blood from a stone. Work my mind for the best course of action, and at long last I arrive at a conclusion. Somehow or another, I'm going to have to sell some burning hammer. I'll just have to find something else to sell. I think this one. Somehow or another, I'm going to have to sell some burning hammer. The flyers have already been handed out. People have come to the demo expecting to get her burning hammer. We have to put it into some new bottles, possibly water it down some. Getting this stuff sold is my only option. My eyes alight on one of the cardboard boxes and I notice an odd mark that's stamped on it. Wait a sec. I've seen this before. I recall something Cheery said earlier. This is the sort of thing they sell in 100 yen shops or something. Huh. What are the odds? The mark on the box is the same one I saw at the shop that's selling the necklace. That's it. I can see if there's more at the knickknack shop. Guided by this ray of hope, I head for the knickknack shop as fast as I can run. A glimmer, a sliver, the ever-dwindling light in the distance. Point is, there's not much. Oh. As soon as I reach the main road, I crash right into someone. It's Cheery. Oh, hey, you find it? She asks. She makes it sound like it's not really her problem. Not yet, but I think we can stock up at the 100 yen shop. The words are hard to get out when I'm grinding as hard as I am. For now, just stay calm and go let the boss know. Got it. Leave it to me. Cheery nods and I break back into a run. I'm practically praying as I rush into the knickknack shop where I immediately spot the cardboard boxes as earlier. Still stacked up. Yes, I'm in luck. Dive into one of the boxes, check what's inside. Ooh, it's packed with tiny bottles. There's no mistaking the noxious red liquid inside. That's burning hammer, alright. There's 50 bottles per box, and there are 4 boxes total. Assuming each bottle is 100 yen including tax, I can buy the whole lot with the 20,000 yen I've got in my wallet. Mr. Yanagashita said he was selling the bottles at the demo for 15,000 yen apiece. That way if we sell all 200 bottles, he'll be able to pay back his debts no problem. Oh, what's the deal with you? The sales clerk's eyes go wide when he sees me get up. This stuff? I like your entire stock. Pointed the burning hammer and the clerk makes an awkward face. I'm afraid that's already been sold. What? You mean like all of it? Nobody in the right mind could possibly want all of this. Yes, all of it, I'm afraid. Well, I'm not going to roll over that easily. Whether I earn that extra 20,000 or not hinges on whether I can get this stuff. Please, you gotta help me out. I'm afraid it's out of my hands. Could you get in touch with the buyer? Tell them I'm willing to negotiate. I suppose that wouldn't be an issue, but actually, would you mind waiting for just a moment? She said she'd be by ASAP. After 5 minutes of waiting, the buyer still hasn't shown up. I don't think she's coming, I say. That's odd, the sales clerk murmurs. She said on the phone she'd come by just after 1 o'clock to pick them up. We're gonna need this right away. I understand that, but please, it's out of my hands. Like, what do you want me to do? By now the sales demo has already started. If I come back empty-handed, what was the point of all this effort? Give me? I've already said I can't do that. Give me! Would you please wait a moment? Why did I spend all that time trying to hand out samples? Why did I put this stupid costume on? Why did I miss out on lunch? Why? What was it all for? Eek! Look over there, it's the chupacabra! Huh? Yoink! Seizing the moment, I snatch up the boxes, a burning hammer, and make a run for it. Hey, hold it right there, miss. The sales clerk is quick to bar my path. Woof! I barrel my way right past him. Ooh, I bump him harder than intended. As I race by, he loses balance and goes crashing through the display case at the front of his shop. At the same time, I hear something else topple over with a thud and a gurgle. Some sort of liquid begins to gush from a red polyethylene container? Uh-oh. Sales clerk's eyes go wide. He stares fixed on something on the sidewalk nearby. It's a cigarette. Shit. Oh. Shit. The burning butt ignites the liquid in a sudden massive blaze. And now for today's news. Shortly after 1 o'clock this afternoon, there was an explosion at a variety store in Uragawacho in Shibuya, the cause of which remains unknown. Eyewitnesses report seeing an individual wearing a full-body cat costume fleeing the scene in the aftermath of the explosion. Police consider this individual a person of interest and have not ruled out the possibility that this bombing was a terrorist act. Several hours after the incident, the cat remains at large. Bad end. Number 30 fled the country. Tama wound up as the prime suspect in an apparent terrorist bombing. If the buyer had shown up earlier, Tama's argument with the sales clerk might never have happened, to say nothing of the rest. As a matter of fact, the buyer was just outside the shop. At the critical moment, she was held up when she happened to run into someone. That someone's actions at 13:05 are the key to changing Tama's fate.